Alice in Wonderland. There is a little girl named Alice. Alice is very curious. She likes to explore and ask lots of questions. Today, she is sitting with her sister near a river. The sun is shining, the water is making noise, but Alice is very bored. "This is so boring. Nothing is happening," says Alice, looking at the sky. Suddenly, Alice sees something very strange. It's a white rabbit. But this is not a normal rabbit. This rabbit has a fancy vest and a watch in his hand. A rabbit in clothes. How funny. "Oh no! Oh no, I'm late!" the rabbit shouts. He runs very fast. Alice cannot believe what she's seeing. A rabbit in a vest? And with a watch? How fancy! How strange! Says Alice. The rabbit keeps running and jumps into a rabbit hole. Alice, feeling very curious, runs after him. "Rabbit, wait! I want to see where you're going," she shouts. And without thinking, Alice jumps into the rabbit hole too. Alice starts falling. She falls and falls and falls. "Ah!" she screams as she falls. It's a very long fall, but it doesn't hurt. It feels soft, like flying. As she falls, she sees books, toys, and even a giant clock floating beside her. "What strange things," she says. After a long time, Alice reaches the bottom. "Phew, that was a long fall," she says, feeling a little dizzy. She gets up and looks around. She's in a very long hallway with many doors. The doors are all different sizes, big, medium, and small. Alice sees a small table. On top of the table, there is a very tiny key. This key must open one of these doors, thinks Alice. She looks for the right door and finds a very, very small door. She peeks through the door and sees a beautiful garden. "What a pretty garden. I want to go there," says Alice. But oh no, Alice is too big to fit through the door. "I'm too big. How will I get in?" she asks, feeling sad. Alice keeps looking for something to help her. Then she sees a bottle with a label that says, "Drink me." Alice looks at the bottle and says, Maybe just a little sip. Let's see what happens." Alice drinks a little bit from the bottle. Suddenly, she gets very, very small. Now she's as tiny as a mouse. "Wow, I'm as small as an ant," says Alice, looking at her tiny hands and feet. "Now I can fit through the door," thinks Alice. But oh no! She left the key on the table, and now the table is giant. "How can I reach the key if I'm so small?" says Alice, worried. Alice feels sad again. She keeps looking around and finds a cake with a label that says, "Eat me." Alice looks at the cake and says, "Well, if the bottle made me small, maybe the cake will make me big." Alice eats a little bit of the cake and she gets very big, so big. Now she's too big to move. "Oh no! Now I'm too big again," Alice shouts. Her head touches the ceiling and her feet are stuck. Alice feels very confused. She sits down and starts to cry. She cries and cries, and her tears make a big puddle. It looks like a lake. "Oh no, I'm making a lake with my tears," says Alice, feeling scared. In that moment, Alice sees the bottle again. "Maybe if I drink more, I will get small again," she thinks. She drinks more from the bottle and gets small again. But now, Alice is floating in her lake of tears. What a silly thing! While she floats, Alice sees many animals swimming in the water. There's a mouse, a dodo, and many birds. Everyone is swimming together. "Hello, how do we get out of here?" asks Alice. The animals don't know, but they keep swimming. Everyone swims to the shore. The dodo says, "Let's run around in circles to dry off." So they all start running in circles, spinning around. It's very funny. Alice laughs a lot. "They look so silly running like that," she thinks. After a while, Alice talks about her cat, Dinah. "My kitty Dinah is so good at catching mice," says Alice. But oh no, all the animals get very scared. "A cat! Oh no, we're leaving!" they shout and they run far away from Alice. Why are they scared of my kitty? Alice wonders, confused. Alice keeps walking alone through the forest. After a while, she sees the White Rabbit again. He's still running with his fancy vest and his watch. Oh no, I'm late again. The rabbit shouts. Alice runs after him. "Rabbit, wait!" "Where are you going?" But the rabbit doesn't listen. He runs into his house and goes inside. Alice follows him and goes inside too. Inside the house, Alice sees another bottle on the table. Maybe this will help, she says. She drinks a little bit of the bottle, but oh no. Alice grows again. She grows so big that her body fills the whole house. "Oh no, I'm too big again," Alice shouts. The White Rabbit and other animals see the house and they're very scared. "Get her out of the house," they shout. Alice can't move because she's way too big. But then Alice sees a cake on the table. "Maybe if I eat some, I'll get small again," she says. She eats a little bit, and just as she thought, she gets small again. "Phew, that's better," says Alice, and runs out of the house. Alice keeps walking. Suddenly, she sees a very strange house. Inside lives a duchess with a very angry face. The duchess is taking care of a baby, but the baby looks like a pig. In the kitchen, there is a lot of noise. A cook is throwing pepper everywhere. Everyone is sneezing. Achoo, achoo, achoo. The duchess doesn't mind. Alice takes the baby to help it, but oh no. The baby turns into a pig and runs into the forest. "This place is so silly," says Alice, surprised. Alice keeps walking through the forest. Suddenly, she sees a very strange cat. This cat has a big smile and appears little by little. First, its smile appears and then its body. The cat says, "Hello, Alice." Everyone here is mad, even me. Alice laughs and asks, "Where should I go now?" The cat smiles and says, "That depends on where you want to go." Little by little, the cat disappears, but its smile stays a little longer. Alice keeps walking. She arrives at a tea party in the forest. There are many cups and plates on the table. Sitting at the table are the Mad Hatter and the March Hare. There's also a sleepy dormouse lying on the table. The Mad Hatter and the March Hare talk nonsense. "It's always tea time," they say. "We never finish tea." Alice doesn't understand anything. "This is crazy," she says. After a while, she gets tired and leaves. Alice keeps walking and comes to a beautiful garden. There she sees some gardeners who are painting white roses red. Alice asks, "Why are you painting the roses?" The gardeners answer, "Because the Queen of Hearts wants all the roses to be red." Suddenly, the Queen of Hearts appears. She is very bossy and always shouting. "Off with their heads," she shouts if anyone does something wrong. Alice feels a little scared, but she stays brave. The Queen invites Alice to play croquet. But this croquet game is very strange. The balls are hedgehogs and the mallets are flamingos. "This game is so weird," thinks Alice. While they are playing, the Cheshire Cat appears again. He floats in the air and shows his big smile. The Queen, very angry, shouts, "Off with his head!" But only the cat's head is there, and no one can cut it off. Alice keeps walking and arrives at a very strange trial. The Knave of Hearts is accused of stealing some tarts. Everyone is talking, but no one is saying anything important. Alice, who is now very big, shouts, "This doesn't make any sense." The Queen of Hearts gets very angry and shouts, "Off with Alice's head!" Alice is not scared. I'm not afraid, she shouts. Suddenly, everything starts spinning. Alice's world falls apart. Alice wakes up. She is back by the river with her sister. Oh, it was all just a dream, says Alice, surprised. Alice laughs. She thinks about all the crazy things she saw in Wonderland. It was a very strange dream, but very funny. Alice stands up and says, "What a funny adventure I had." And she walks away happily with her sister, remembering all the silly things she saw. The end.